Agile, Scrum, and Jira tool. So basically, this is Agile process. Agile is nothing but a methodology which is used to develop a software development. Basically, every companies follow certain process for the project development. So this is basically a software development life cycle. Agile model is the methodology is there to develop a software. Agile is good for everyone basically. It is very fast. It is time box based iterative approach. So we can we can do our feature into a small parts and divide it and run on the um, fast working process. It's fine fast progressive process. So you can say there are 100 features are there. You can see into this diagram. There is like agile methodology. There is a plan. First, we will gather the information from the client and collect requirements. Then we can design according to a high level design, a low level design. We can divide our features. We discuss about in the meetings which we'll use in a Scrum. We can go after some time here. So then there development which will be done by the QA developer, DevOps, what are the needed of then there testing purpose. There we can create our code for the according to feature, then it will be tested by the QA, then it will be deployed in the system, and then we again review all the features properties, what are the needed, what are in the next sprint we will do next in next feature, what are the requirements, review the feature and get the what are the extra features we are needed to develop a good application. So it's a cycle basically which can run every 2 weeks according to a scrum, which we will talk after that. So this is the agile methodology. It's a software development methodology for creating a software. It will so there's sprint one which will be of the 2 weeks duration. Then there is a sprint two. It's also a two duration. Then this process will go on the whole 2 weeks again and again and create one features and add into a deployment. We can go into a production basically. So it's onto live. So this is called agile. It's a time box iterative approach, and it's very fast, you can say. And other other points are there. The continuous feedbacks we can get after some time. Every time the one sprint is completed, then we can get the review. What are the in the next sprint? What will be needed? What are the improvements we have to done in this feature? Cross functioning with the team, so we can get into a lot of teams, discuss with them what are the needed. This is a finest and this is a popular as a popular process for developing the basically the software development. So the flexibility, we can change the scope of adjustment during the project life cycle. We can when we are creating the flexibility means if you want there is one feature which will take the 2 or 3 weeks of sprint to complete it, so we can do it. So there we basically one sprint is off of the 2 weeks, but we can change it up to our features requirement which will be used. So you can see a glance of a style Scrum framework. Basically, we can go into now Scrum. Scrum is nothing but a framework for a agile methodology. You can say that it is a multi approach of implementing agile. So in the Scrum, there are a lot of there you can see here. Their product owner is there, which can get the requirement from the client. What are the features? What what are the how to look, how to do it. So basically, it's a product owner which can get all the information to us. Then there are the team members are there, and there is Scrum Master. These three are the main part of the Scrum framework. So client give the requirement to a product owner. The product owner interact with the client and get the requirements. We then he's to come with to a team members where we can analyze the data. Then we design what we are needed, what we have to do for this feature, what are the requirements, and all the gathering of the information and distributed, and the team member then distribute the feature. Then also a one term is called user story. User story is nothing but a one line statement for a feature, you can say. It can give you it wants that, then we have to develop that. So then scrum master there who can manage all these things, get all the update every day is there. Then you can say a backlog. This is created by the product owner. What are the requirements? Then it can be track here. All those, then there is a planning meetings are there. Then the meetings we can talk about the what are we have to do, which what is the time of a sprint, what are the features, what are the requirements, all those. Then there's the team sprint planning meeting. The team leader divides the user stories in the lot of stories. It will give into a small part and assign it to the users, assign it to the developers. So the task breakdown is there. It's called sprint breakdown. Then it can be created into a one of four. It is a duration whichever you want to create the feature. So it will be done. Then there's a scrum master. You can see it will take a update, daily update. Their daily stand up calls are there. What will be the update of 24 hours. Then it will goes, and then we can go into a Jira where we can see what are the process, how to the scrum master product owner will see what is the progress, what is happening in those backlogs. So the task is divided, then it will be go into this. Then there is a sprint meeting, then it will goes into a production. In the production the work is finished, then the sprint review will be what are the features, what are the reviews from the customers. Then it will be happen. Then there is a sprint retrospective, means it will when the last day of the production is arrived, production is done. Then after that we will get the reviews from the team client, and what are the upgrades we have to do. All those have done in this part. So this is called a scrum framework, which is basically a work on a agile methodology. Then we have to go into a Jira. Jira is nothing but a project management tool which will be used by the product owner and everyone. Basically, I will also use in this. So this is called Jira. Here you can see the timeline is there. There I can we will create one project and we can see how is done. For first of all, there is a Jira board you can see here. Here we first we so So the Jira is basically a project management tool, and that is a combination of both Scrum and Agile methodologies. There are user stories are there, issue type, what are the task, bug is there, and there are a lot of things are there. Team meetings will be held in every sprint, every day. That Scrum will be happening. The low level designing happening. Basically, Jira is a tracking tool for tasks given to a team member. Okay, and then a product backlog, sprint planning meeting. In we can say this is our main part of a Jira tool, which is basically a board. It's give all the details and task of a user on which story he has to work and what is the progress. It's give you a detailed view of feature. It's we can here we can connect with the multiple users. You can say here it's a basic plan. So here only a two or three members will be connected, but in the companies there are a lot of teams are there, a lot of, so here we can lot of 10 to 20 people so are we there, you can see. So we can track and what he's doing, product owner that. So now for this I can show you how to do it. For example, what we are creating a new project. First is first project, and then there is a stories. So there's somebody creating new project. We will create one delete delete app, delete REST API we can create. Delete. This is our So the product owner will create the, we have to create one, we have to go into a projects, so it will be reflected, just give me a minute. Why is not a project is created? Let's do it in this. I can give you the, here you can say we have to create our delete API. So we can describe something. There is a story. Story means it is that there is some task is there, bug is there, story is there. So we can do and create it. So here you can see what are the requirements. It will be created by the product owner. So product owner gives you a one line statement that you have to create the delete KPI. So then it is attachment for the so you can read the documents and you can learn. Then here we can give you some description about that. What you have to do, delete the two numbers. So it gives you some this type of description. So here you can say that, then we have to do nothing, just there is a process, this is the process we have to done, it's in progress, it's in done. It will be given by the all user members, so it can track the information here. Clocks there, timeline is there. So here we can write our timeline is there also, where we have to create our, at what time we have to create our API or the client requirement. If you want to create a 2 weeks sprint, so we can give here a timeline that I have to create it. Go into a project, I want to see the project. Not I need straight right work. Just give me 1 minute. Here we can go here, then we will create, why we have to create, why not be done. Just 1 minute. This is our issue, we have to go into a code which will be created. Here we can create our issue like problem in delete API. So here you can give the bug issue is there, so it can be assigned into anyone. For an example, it's in progress, which is assigned to me. And here we can start our sprint, so it can be done into a 1 or 2 hour. 2 weeks, if we can do even to a 1 week completed, we will describe it. So it the bug is created, so you can say here to do is option, so the version is done in the program, done in creating a API, so it can be here, so it will completed, it will take the from the project backlog, or it is assigned by the team lead to you, so it will goes into a progress, it will, we have to do what are the need, so it will give you time, so we can done in the, then he can give you attachments. If they, here every day we can write what is the problem is occur. So problem is that the database is not working with, not connecting. This type of problems will be give, and then we can ask through a product manager about the two numbers are string, numbers are integer or double. So it's the problem we can do. So you can see there between save. Then here you can comments or we can type any other requirement are there. The button is not working. So here we can write in progress. You say either in progress. If we can then we developed our delete API. It's been working on our system. Then we can go into a done part. Or otherwise there is a QA is there. Then we have to go there. The QA will be also there. So we can pass it to it will be done by from our side. We develop our delete KPI and we can forward it into a testing system. So you know the agile methodology follow the three system requirement, design, developing, testing, deployment, and reviewing. So we can go into a testing part there. Now we have already developed. We gather the information from the product owner, and product owner give we have the grooming meeting with him. Then we divide the story user stories into a parts so we can gather the requirement. Then it will assign to us. We can do our work and we're done. Then go into testing part and then we go into a production. When then again this cycle will come and everything will be everything in 2 weeks. We will again create one new week and we have to we get the one new user story and we have to complete it into a two. And with that every day it will be on a stand-up meeting. Scrum calls are there. So all are these are the agile, scrum, and Jira is a tool of agile or scrum methodology. Agile give you a methodology for creating a fast phase development for our application where we don't have to there are a lot of SDA. You can see here the agile versus waterfall. Agile is fast better than waterfall because here we have to gather all the information and again we will create the product. Then we will launch into a market or we can say it is a production. So it will take some time. So agile will minimize that time and create all our fast development of the application. So plan, design, develop, test, deploy, review, and then launch our system. This is all agile. This is our agile methodologies. And scrums are meetings, the framework for which to apply the agile methodologies continuously integrated with the cross-functioning team and go talk to other team and what are the requirements. So every 2 weeks, so when a new feature will be deployed in our system, we read and a sprint is a retrospective sprint retrospective. So the sprint meeting we will get all the customer reviews and all the information from there. And then we can go into a Jira tool. You can also see this is how the Jira tool is working. We have to create one project. For example, I will create one project for you. Give me one time. I can explain you how to do it. This is a story. You can write your project as a user story, a task, a bug. So you can say I can click on a task. It's on the which status not in. So I was assigning one task to a first step for mm, update user ID password correction. So we have to create one API of this. Now it's come into our system. Let's see. We can go into our First string is done. Update you. There you can see our backlog where we can see our what are the stories we have to, we have assigned and what we have to do. This all this here to do process. This KPI you have to work on this. It's in the progress. It's already we have completed the delete KPI, so we can into done. So the product owner can see that this user story is completed and know the information and any information he wants to add, so he can add it here. So here then we have to task this, we have to create one task, so it the owner will assign what we have to do. You have to person is forget the password, get the password, so you have to assign new password. So this is a KPI one which we have to create it for updating the password. For instance, he have given the lot of information to us. So this is in our to-do state. We can go into a board. Here we can see here one is completed. Other KPIs not we can create. We already have. So this is our. We have to click there. Some new tab will be open here. In progress. I have done it, and I will save it here. And we can go into a board. Now we have to see our. So we are updating a KPI here, so it's in progress. We're going to a done. So like this, we have to create the REST APIs and we have to done this. So the product owner will know that the feature is completed, and after 2 weeks the sprint will be completed and the production will be done. After the new sprint will start, the same process will be happen. So that's all from the Jira. This is a tool how you can use. It can end-to-end project management tool for the industrial use. So we can track the all information of the APIs and the information. And this is like this is a software development life cycle. This is a part of this. All the users are will be done, and all these things will be happening in the day-to-day IT industry. The use development, testing, reviewing, all this is happening. So you can say this is agile, product owner, product backlog, sprint backlog. Product will be divided into a lot of sprints. You can say simply say that, and it will be implemented and deployed. Agile is a methodology for software development life cycle, which is very fast and very cross-functioning team. We can talk and all all are those things. This is a page from the last Spring first application. We can create in next lecture. We can do create a REST API for that. Last, I say that this is where we can download our dev tools for the Spring Boot, and you can also use the ChatGPT. ChatGPT is right now is the most advanced technology. You can connect with that and learn every day new things. You can write anything if you want to. How to if you want to sign in into a Jira, so he will also tell you how to Jira tool. It's a very fast right now. You can see they go into this, enter your email and log in, and You can use the ChatGPT for the learning purpose also. It's a very useful thing. And create and resumes, and if with the help of this you can create a resume very easily. Yes, there is a template, which is template you can use. A scrum template will be used. So this is an end-to-end project management in the IT industries. The sprint will be happening, and every 2 months, two sprint will be done. So the production will be continue, and the fast-paced environment. So this is the agile methodology, and so that's all from my side today. Agile Scrum, and I make some notes for that also. Jira is a project management tool. It's manage the product backlog and create sprints. History of the agile is basically we have to go into a conclusion, and this is my conclusion is here. Agile is a methodology that focuses on iterative development, so it can be fast. Scrum is specifically a framework within a agile for a managing project workflow and a sprint. And Jira is a tool that helps team implement agile and Scrum by providing features to manage backlog, plan sprint, and track progress. It will. That's all from the Agile Scrum in Jira. Thank you.